elimination, he'll beat you all. And pool and playing PlayStation. If they refuse to see the pageantry, then they're just silly Billies. Come on, let's get it on. Joe Hendry's music, play Joe Hendry's music, play Joe Hendry's music, yeah.
And Dalton Castle.
Joe Hendry's.
Hey, hello, it's Living Universe, it's Xander, and welcome to Slammiversary, the Impact season finale, if you will. The season will still continue. It's still going to be season 4 until after the events of WrestleMania in a few weeks. But we are kicking things off tonight with a triple threat elimination tag team matchup for the Impact Tag Team Championships. Joe Hendry, the digital media champion, looking real proud of himself right now. Dalton Castle doesn't seem too terribly thrilled about this theme song, though. Hendry promised a special theme, and well, some people might get this one. Hendry and Castle making their way to the ring. These two have been on fire as of late. Former Ring of Honor World Champion Dalton Castle, as well as the current digital media champion Joe Hendry. The first team to enter this matchup tonight. The last team standing here tonight will be crowned the Impact Tag Team Champions. Out next, a legendary team in Impact Wrestling. The current Impact Tag Team Champions. Here come the Motor City Machine Guns to the ring. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin making their way to the ring. Impact has now been around for a little over a year and a half, and pretty much ever since Impact started, these two have had the tag team titles with a very, very brief exception of a few months last season. Right at the end of Season 3 and into Season 4, these two weren't champions, but now Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley are the current Impact Tag Team Champions and have been for quite some time. So Motor City Machine Guns, the most legendary Impact tag team of all time, has made their way to the ring. And now finally, one more legendary team for Impact. Beer Money Inc. James Storm and Bobby Roode gonna make their way to the ring. Beer Money Inc. making their way down to the ring. These two know a thing or two about being champions. So Roode and Storm making their way down to the ring. A big matchup here tonight. They could look to bring home the tag gold tonight. So, Beer Money Inc. has made their way down to the ring. This is it, folks. Your first matchup of Slammiversary. The Impact Tag Team Championships on the line. Here we go. Hendry taking Alex Shelley out of the ring. Bobby Roode going after Dalton Castle. Chris Sabin going after James Storm. It's going to be a mosh pit in there until that first elimination. If my history with these kind of matches is anything to go off of, someone's going to get eliminated very quickly in this matchup, and then the others are just going to trickle out over time as Alex Shelley kicks James Storm in the ribs, and Alex Shelley scoops him up, dropping him into a cover now on James Storm. One, no. Bobby Roode now. Hendry making the save here, saving his tag partner. Arm drag from Chris Sabin. Alex Shelley throws James Storm into the corner. Clothesline from Bobby Roode. Out of the ring goes Dalton Castle. There's a chop block from Alex Shelley taking him down. Big clothesline there from Bobby Roode to Alex Shelley. Joe Hendry and James Storm now going at it. These two have quite the storied past here in LS11. Of course, James Storm being a major part of who helped Joe Hendry break free of the major players earlier this year. As now, around ringside, Bobby Roode was looking for old reliable, but Chris Sabin with a Hurricane Rana taking him down. James Storm taking down Alex Shelley. Big atomic drop from Roode. James Storm, pile driver to Alex Shelley. Joe Hendry, though, rolls him through. Cover on James Storm. One, no. Oh, and Bobby Roode flattening flattening Chris Sabin. James Storm with knees to the face of Joe Hendry. James Storm is thinking, oh, here we go. 8-second ride to the digital media champion. Joe Hendry's down. Is Dalton Castle going to save his partner? He didn't see him. Kick out from Joe Hendry. Dalton Castle's got Alex Shelley down. No. And now James Storm, sleeper hold on Chris Sabin. Is Sabin going to have to go to sleep here? Neckbreaker to Alex Shelley. Chris Sabin looking to break free. Oh, he's rolled through. He takes down James Storm. Big clothesline there. Rude has got a kendo stick in hand. And now a knee strike from Joe Hendry to James Storm. Storm. He's got a hold of Hendry now. Joe Hendry thrown across the ring off the ropes. Big knee strike there connects to Joe Hendry. Out of the ring now goes James Storm. Storm is grabbed. Rude's chair. Rude. Oh, Rude with the bully bomb. Shades of a fellow TNA original Bully Ray. As Dalton Castle's got a hold of James Storm. German suplex. Chris Sabin with Bobby Roode. Dropping him. And now Joe Hendry throws Alex Shelley back into the ring. Joe Hendry getting Alex Shelley back up to his feet. Chris Sabin's down. Hendry. Freak of nature. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out from Alex Shelley. Back into the ring now goes James Storm. Right hook now connects. James Storm has got a hold of Alex Shelley. Dalton Castle taking down Bobby Roode. Joe Hendry now deadlifting Alex Shelley into a power slam cover. Hendry for the 1, 2. No. He nearly put down one half of the champs. James Storm with a big running knee strike to the digital media champ. Storm mount pulls him in, and James Storm with a right hook taking down Hendry. Out of the ring goes Hendry as James Storm punching the head of Alex Shelley. Oh, Chris Sabin went for a super kick. Tried to take down Dalton Castle, but Dalton Castle found the counter. Joe Hendry's got James Storm. Standing ovation for the first elimination of the match. 1, 2, no. Hendry tried to take out James Storm. Alex Shelley now into a cover for the 1, no. Now Hendry, whoa, rolls Alex Shelley through, cover. Hendry, 1, 2, no. If Motor City Machine Guns get eliminated, we'll be guaranteed new champions. Alex Shelley dropping James Storm. Joe Hendry float over DDT as Bobby Roode sends Dalton Castle into the barricade. And now Joe Hendry with Alex Shelley. Gut wrench suplex taking him down. Hendry now kicking away on him repeatedly. Runs in now, and Joe Hendry caught Alex Shelley with a German. Taking him down with a German. And now Bobby Roode sending Dalton Castle into the apron. Chris Sabin taking down James Storm. Alex Shelley's got the arm of Joe Hendry. Oh, Roode with a flapjack to Dalton Castle. And now Alex Shelley turning Joe Hendry over into a cover for the 1, 2, no. Hendry got the shoulders up now. Alex Shelley, whoa, tried to grab Hendry. Hendry rolls him through. Cover. 1, 2, no. Alex Shelley stays alive again. Hendry grabs onto him now, and Joe Hendry. The strength here on display from the digital media champ. Power bomb. Oh, and Hendry flies out. Pile driver on the floor from James Storm to Dalton Castle. Chris Sabin with a Hurricane Rana to Joe Hendry. And now Sabin turning his attention back to Bobby Roode. Everyone over at ringside now, over by the steps. It is just a mosh pit going on now. Bobby Roode and Joe Hendry are down. James Storm sent into the barricade. Big clothesline from Hendry. Chris Sabin sends Bobby Roode back into the ring, and Joe Hendry grabs Bobby Roode up on his shoulders, and Hendry showing his strength here. Military press to Bobby Roode into an elbow. And now Joe Hendry turns his attention to the outside. Going after James Storm now as Alex Shelley drops Dalton Castle. Into the barricade goes James Storm. And now Alex Shelley is using the chair. Oh, and Bobby Roode turns Joe Hendry around. Whoa! Chris Sabin! Cradle shock! 1, 2, no! Roode stays alive. Hendry! Standing ovation to Chris Sabin. Cover! 1, 2, no! Everyone keeps hitting their best shots and everyone keeps kicking out. Alex Shelley sends James Storm into the barricade. And now Chris Sabin with Joe Hendry into the corner. Oh, bounces him off the referee. Tries to grab him. Jawbreaker countered by Hendry. Hendry went for him. Bobby Roode's got the steel chair in hand. Hendry sent off the ropes. Sabin with a hip toss. And Bobby Roode. Chair to the back of Alex Shelley. And Bobby Roode using old reliable to his advantage as Sabin takes things into overdrive. Taking down Hendry. Knee into the head. Taking him down. And now Bobby Roode. Everyone keeps thinking about coming in the ring, but only really 2 people are in the ring at a time right now. Big clothesline there from Hendry. Alex Shelley taking down Bobby Roode. Hendry with a neck breaker, though. Hendry now getting James Storm off his tag partner, throwing James Storm around ringside. Hendry now gets a hold of Alex Shelley, and Hendry throwing Alex Shelley into the apron. Now back into the ring. Joe Hendry and James Storm coming back into the ring now. And now Hendry throws Alex Shelley over the top rope. Oh, down goes James Storm, and now it looks like everyone's finally back into the ring. James Storm pulls himself in the corner. Chris Sabin taking down Bobby Roode. James Storm thrown in the corner. Hendry grabs onto Alex Shelley and throws him into James Storm. Now cradle shock to Dalton Castle. Oh, and Alex Shelley is sent into James Storm. And Joe Hendry focused on Alex Shelley. He doesn't see Dalton Castle's down. 1, 2, no! Dalton Castle stays in it. Hendry rolling him through. Cover on Sabin. 1, 2, no! James Storm now getting Chris Sabin back up to his feet. Knees to the face. Taking him down. Cover. 1, 2, no! Big lariat there as Alex Shelley is wearing that kendo stick out on Bobby Roode. DDT from James Storm to Joe Hendry. Bring him back up to his feet now, as I said. Remember, these two have had a lot of problems in the past. Hendry and Storm. Hendry has him. Standing ovation to James Storm. Cover. 1, 2, no! Back into the ring goes Castle. Up on the shoulders goes Hendry. 8-second ride to Joe Hendry. Cover. Your partner's down, Dalton. Make the save. 2. Hendry kicks out. And now Dalton Castle taking out the arm. Motor City standing over. Oh! Hendry tried to dive. He crashed and burned. Dalton Castle's got the leg of James Storm. Now Chris Sabin throwing Joe Hendry back into the ring. Chop block from Dalton Castle to Alex Shelley. And Dalton Castle and Joe Hendry are standing tall right now. Dalton Castle's looking to fly. Taking out Alex Shelley there. Knee into the back from Chris Sabin to Bobby Roode. Cover now by Hendry. For the 1. No. As Dalton Castle's working over the arm of James Storm. There's a punch to the gut from Chris Sabin. Sabin suplex to Joe Hendry. Getting him back up to his feet now. Chris Sabin grabs Hendry. Dalton Castle throws James Storm back into the ring. Hendry rolls Sabin through again. Another cover by Hendry. 1, 2, no. And now James Storm. Whoa, Chris Sabin throws Joe Hendry in the corner, and Storm and Sabin starting to team up for a moment. But oh, Chris Sabin now grabs hold of James Storm, puts him in the corner. Bobby Roode with Alex Shelley. Joe Hendry with a clothesline. Motor City Machine Guns currently have James Storm isolated. Joe Hendry and Bobby Roode are going at it. Like I said, somewhere in an alternate universe, that's a main event of an NXT TakeOver in 2017. That's a complicated story. As Dalton Castle, tries to save Hendry from getting hit with a kendo stick, taking down Bobby Roode. Chris Sabin. Whoa, James Storm managed to find the counter. Alex Shelley dropping James Storm. Chris Sabin gets him up now, and Sabin. Now he's looking to take Storm into overdrive. Down goes James Storm. Motor City Machine Guns. They have James Storm right where they want him. Hendry telling Dalton, help me out, man. Hendry and Castle double teaming Bobby Roode. James Storm being double teamed by the Motor City Machine Guns. As Bobby Roode falls out of the ring, and now Hendry and Castle find themselves up against the Motor City Machine Guns. Alex Shelley. Whoa. Slice spread to Hendry. Sabin, 2. No. Cover on Hendry. 1, 2. Kick out from Joe Hendry. And Dalton Castle's up. Cradle shot to Dalton Castle. And Bobby Roode saving Castle unintentionally there. Roode now with Hendry. Backstabber. Taking down the digital media champ. 1, 2. Kick out from Hendry. 8-second ride to Dalton Castle. James Storm now into a cover on Dalton Castle. 1, 2. Castle is the first one eliminated. Alex Shelley taking down Joe Hendry. Chris Sabin now with James Storm into the corner. Chris Sabin has James Storm down. Dropping him. Cover. 1, 2, 3. James Storm is out. Joe Hendry rushes the ring now, and Hendry grabs Chris Sabin. Standing ovation to Sabin. And now Alex Shelley. Hendry knocking him back. Hendry wiping out Alex Shelley. Hendry now covers Chris Sabin for the 1, 2, 3. And now we're down to one member of each team. Bobby Roode, Joe Hendry, Chris Sabin, Roode, putting Alex Shelley in the corner. And now Joe Hendry grabs onto Bobby Roode and Joe Hendry. Grabs onto Alex Shelley and Joe Hendry with a jab to Bobby Roode. Hendry throws Roode and Shelley into one another. Hendry. Right hooks. Oh my God, look at the strength on display from Joe Hendry. Hendry. Roode was right there, but he goes after Shelley. Joe Hendry rolls Alex Shelley back into the ring. Hendry. Freak of nature. 1, 2. No. And now Joe Hendry calling Alex Shelley up, but Bobby Roode throws Hendry out of the ring. Kicks Shelley in the ribs. Glorious DDT. Cover. 1, 2, 3. We are guaranteed new champions as Joe Hendry. Standing ovation to Roode. Hendry's got Roode down. What the? Who the hell? That's Jeff Jarrett. Double J with a shovel across the head because the guitar mod isn't out for some reason. Jeff Jarrett hammering away with a shovel on Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry cost Jeff Jarrett the digital media title months ago to Matt Cardona, and Jarrett just looked at Roode and nodded Jeff Jarrett. It's all legal in this matchup. Jarrett throws Hendry back into the ring. Jeff Jarrett taking down Hendry, and Jeff Jarrett locking Hendry in a figure 4. And Rude stomping away on Hendry. There's nothing the referee can do about this. Jeff Jarrett is about as legal as he can be in a match like this. And Jeff Jarrett with the stroke to Joe Hendry and Rude with the glorious bomb. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, with the unexpected assist from Jeff Jarrett, Beer Money Inc. are your new Impact Tag Team Champions. The comeback story has been complete. Bobby Roode and James Storm are the Impact Tag Team Champions. Well, we're going to move right into our next bit of action, folks. It is time for the Knockouts Championship to be on the line. As here comes the Toxic Rose. One member of the beautiful people, Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose made a shocking appearance for Impact, made her shocking debut not long ago. Back at our last pay-per-view, she would, back at Victory Road, she would show up and she would make her statement known after Jordynne Grace had successfully knocked off Angelina Love. Mandy Rose made it known she wanted the Knockouts title, and now tonight she looks to capture that same championship. She looks to bring home the Knockouts gold. She has been champion before in the LS11 universe. Back in Season 3, she was the SmackDown Women's Champion during her time in WWE. Doesn't it feel great to just have this big interconnected universe? So Mandy Rose has made her way to the ring. But now, here comes the Knockouts champ. And wouldn't you know it, I actually finally went out of my way and started adding the music back into the game. Turns out it was the first time in over 2 months that I had actually done it. So Jordynne Grace making her way to the ring. Jordynne Grace has been champion now for 252 days. The third longest reigning women's champion in LS11 Universe history. The only two women that have held gold longer than her, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, with the AEW Women's Championship, held that title for 280 days. And other than that, Rhea Ripley, her Raw Women's title reign that we've talked about plenty, 477 days. So the Knockouts title is on the line. We're already 1 for 1 on new champions tonight with Beer Money Inc. and a weird Jeff Jarrett appearance. But it's Mandy Rose looking to become a champion for the second time in LS11 history. And of course, it is the most dominant woman in Impact Universe. It's Jordynne Grace. So Jordynne Grace and Mandy Rose are going to go one-on-one, folks. The Knockouts title is on the line. Both women taking a good long look at it. There it is, the Knockouts gold. Up for grabs. It's Rose, it's Grace, one-on-one. Here we go. Mandy Rose did score the pinfall victory in the 6-woman tag match on Impact just this past Thursday when she rolled up Masha Slamovich. We'll see Slamovich and Killer Kelly defend their Knockouts tag titles later tonight against the other members of Beautiful People, as there's a big German suplex from Jordynne Grace. And Jordynne Grace with another one, taking down Mandy Rose. And now Mandy Rose sent flying again. Jordynne Grace just dominating right out of the gate here. Jordynne Grace now with chops firing away. Jordynne Grace, of course, recently entering in some bodybuilding competitions. And now she grabs onto Mandy Rose by the head, and Jordynne Grace throws her across the ring again. Rose folds like an accordion. Mandy Rose getting back to her feet. Jordynne Grace runs in. Big drop kick from Mandy Rose, taking her down. Rose now pulls her in, punches her in the face. Down goes Jordynne Grace. Mandy Rose has got her down. Mandy Rose grabs onto Jordynne Grace, picks her up, and Mandy Rose fall away slam connects. Rose has got her down now, and Mandy Rose goes for a kick. Jordynne Grace kicks her in the ribs. Coming up the ropes, Jordynne Grace with knees across the back of the head. Mandy Rose now back into the ring. Jordynne Grace grabs onto her, and Grace German suplex again, taking her down. And now Jordynne Grace pulls her in, lifts her up. No, Mandy Rose rolls it through. Cover for the one. No, Jordynne Grace kicks out. Mandy Rose up onto the turnbuckle now, and Jordynne Grace with the counter. Jordynne Grace now throwing Mandy Rose off the ropes. Oh, look at this. Caught her out of the air, and Jordynne Grace saying, "That's how you do a fall-away slam." Jordynne Grace has got her down, coming off the ropes. Big senton connects. Jordynne Grace now getting her back up to her feet. Jordynne Grace, punch to the gut, and again, big elbow strike. Jordynne Grace coming off the ropes, punches her in the face, and again. Jordynne Grace now with Mandy Rose, countered, and a knee into the face, taking her down. Jordynne Grace has got her down. The Toxic Rose is in trouble. Kick to the face, though, from Mandy. Mandy Rose now grabs hold of her, and Mandy sends her off the ropes, ducks her, and back body drop connects. Jordynne Grace is down. Oh, but Mandy Rose got caught off guard. Jordynne Grace gets her up on her shoulders. Knee into the ribs. And into a senton, taking her down. Mandy Rose is down. Jordynne Grace firing away with kicks. Jordynne Grace went for a clothesline. Mandy out of the way. Mandy Rose drops her with a reverse atomic drop. Jordynne Grace starting to pull herself back up into the ropes. Mandy Rose grabs onto her, turning around in the ropes, choking her out in the ropes here. Is Mandy Rose whipping Jordynne Grace off the ropes now. Mandy Rose grabs onto her again, pulling her back again, pulling back the nose of Jordynne Grace, and takes her down. And now Jordynne Grace turned around. Mandy Rose, no, countered. Jordynne Grace, no, kicked in the knees. Mandy Rose went for a slap. Jordynne Grace countered. Jordynne Grace scoops her up. Bear hug. Bear hug locked in. Is Mandy Rose going to have to tap out here? Jordynne Grace has got it in tight. Bear hug is in on Mandy Rose. Jordynne Grace trying to continue the 250-plus day reign. Mandy Rose with an elbow. And again. And claps the ears for good measure. And now Mandy, oh, taking out the arm. Mandy Rose with a right hook has got her down now. Rose with another punch into the face, taking down Jordynne Grace. Mandy Rose now, no. Jordynne Grace pushing her back. Into a senton. Jordynne Grace has got her down now. Jordynne Grace grabs onto Mandy, who sweeps the leg. Mandy Rose now getting her back up to her feet. Oh, dropping Jordynne Grace into a cover. Mandy Rose, 1, 2. Kick out from the champ. And now Jordynne Grace shoves her away. Mandy Rose gets knocked back. Jordynne's got her down. Jordynne Grace kicks out the legs of Mandy Rose. Jordynne Grace, whoa. Mandy slides underneath, slaps her in the face. And Mandy Rose, whoa. Went for the knee strike, nearly got her. Jordynne Grace with the counter, and Grace putting Mandy in the corner. Jordynne Grace. Oh, a big elbow strike connects. And now Jordynne Grace with the Golden Goddess taking her towards the ropes. Jordynne Grace puts Mandy Rose in the ropes. Jordynne Grace hangs her up on the top rope, knee into the ribs, and again Jordynne Grace has Mandy Rose and Hits her with a fall away slam. Jordynne Grace now with Mandy Rose. Rose are at the ropes again. Oh! Mandy takes a tumble. Jordynne Grace now hits the ropes, and Jordynne Grace. Oh! Tried to dive. Mandy Rose was just out of reach. Jordynne Grace with a jab to the gut now, and Jordynne Grace firing away. Elbow strike connects. Jordynne Grace. Oh, what a slap from Mandy. Oh, and Jordynne Grace slams her into the barricade. Getting her up now and hangs her over the guardrail. Kicks her in the face. Referee at the count of 5. Jordynne Grace. Oh, hang on a minute. Grace driver on the floor. We're done here. 6 count. Jordynne Grace with Mandy Rose back to her feet. Throws her back into the ring, and Jordynne Grace. Referees at the count of 7. And it's about to be, what the hell? Oh my God! Jordynne Grace just got cracked over the back with a kendo stick while the ref is checking on Mandy Rose. Is that? Wait, there's no way. That looks like Hikaru Shida. We haven't seen Shida in AEW in months. And she's just thrown Jordynne Grace back into the ring. Mandy Rose. Toxic. Shock. And Mandy. Off an assist from Hikaru Shida. Hits the knee on Jordynne Grace. Mandy Rose. 1, 2, 3. Mandy Rose ends the 252-day reign of Jordynne Grace. It's over. Mandy Rose is your new Knockouts champion. She's done it. Well, Hikaru Shida, like I said, we haven't seen her in months. But with her trusty kendo stick in hand, is now laying into Jordynne Grace, and she shattered it over the former Knockouts champ. Hikaru Shida leaves Jordynne Grace laying. Hikaru Shida has arrived to Impact Wrestling. Well, it's time for some 6-man tag team action now, folks. And it's time for things to get very, very nice and very, very evil. Making his return to Impact Wrestling. You know him. You love him. Ah, yes, it's Danhausen, yes. Danhausen is here. Danhausen making his way down to the ring. Former digital media champion. Looking to avenge his fallen friend, Matt Hardy. The man who saved him from his very evil self. So Danhausen has made his way to the ring. His partners tonight, it's a real dream team. It's not Slammiversary without more TNA legends. It's Shark Boy. Oh, shell yeah. Shark Boy making his way down to the ring. Shark Boy is here. So Shark Boy's made his way down to the ring. And finally, here comes the monstrous Erick Redbeard. Erick Redbeard making his way down to the ring. Redbeard storming the ring. He's been an absolute monster since his return. He took out Juice Robinson just a few nights ago. So Redbeard's made his way down to the ring. But now here comes Bullet Club. Chris Bay, Ace Austin, Kenta, all making their way. That has said Victory Road this whole show. I will do my best to try and edit a Slammiversary logo over that. As Bullet Club make their way down to the ring. Bullet Club's been running roughshod around here on Impact as of late. Strangely enough, Bullet Club has yet to hold any gold in Impact Wrestling. And by that I do mean no members of Bullet Club have won an Impact Championship. Kenta, at one point in time, was the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. And that's it, in terms of Impact Bullet Club. So ABC and Kenta have made their way to the ring. It's going to be Danhausen starting it out with Ace Austin. Without any further ado, here we go. Ace Austin running in, kicks Danhausen in the ribs. Ace Austin throwing Danhausen into the corner now. Austin tags in Bay. Chris Bay and Ace Austin now. Double team on Danhausen. A big knee strike taking him down. As now Chris Bay taking up the leg. Danhausen's down. Another strike to the leg. Danhausen goes down. Chris Bay stomping away on him again. There's another kick taking him down. Chris Bay ducks him. Pele kick to Danhausen. Into a running swanton. Grabs onto him now, getting him back up to his feet here. And Chris Bay with Danhausen. Oh, taking him down. Kicking away at him now is Chris Bay. He does a dodge roll here. What a kick to the face of Danhausen. Danhausen is down. Danhausen likes to pour teeth down people's throats. Danhausen might have to be spitting teeth out of his mouth after this one. As Kenta's into the mix now. The creator of the Go to Sleep takes him down. Of course, we know Danhausen is friends with Pepsi Phil, as they call him. As now Kenta slaps Danhausen in the face. Remember, Kenta said that tonight was going to be easy pickings for Bullet Club. And right now, it's kind of seeming like it is. As Danhausen rolls back to his feet. Kenta went for a forearm. Danhausen dodged him. German suplex, taking him down. Right hook connects now. Danhausen knocked back with a right hook by Kenta. Kenta with a back fist. He gets Danhausen back up to his feet now, and Kenta throws him into the corner. Big kick to the head. Oh, and a drop kick to Redbeard as well. Danhausen's got no one to tag, so Kenta takes out the leg. And now Kenta punching the face of Danhausen again. Danhausen goes down. Shark Boy. Oh, knocked off the apron as well. Danhausen rolls back into the ring. He's up on the shoulders of Kenta. GTS. Down goes Redbeard. Cover on Danhausen. 1, 2. No! How the hell did Danhausen stay alive? Danhausen now getting picked back up to his feet. Thrown in the corner by Kenta. Tag is made back to Ace Austin. Punch to the gut of Danhausen now. Drop kick on the back. Danhausen being isolated. Down he goes again. Getting picked back up to his feet now by Ace Austin. There's a chop. Ace Austin chops him in the throat. Super kick. No. Got him. Picking him back up to his feet now. It is all Bullet Club at the moment. Danhausen has yet to get a tag. He went for a knee. Down he goes. Oh, and Redbeard taken out again. Ace Austin that time making sure Redbeard's not going to get in. Logging Danhausen in a Boston Crab. Shark Boy gonna make the save. As now Danhausen getting punched in the head repeatedly and taking him down is Ace Austin. He hits Danhausen. Back up to his feet again. Pulls him in. Drops him with a winding neck breaker. Cover on Danhausen. For the 1, 2, 3. Bullet Club dominates. Dominant victory there for Bullet Club. Just like that. Easy pickings. Danhausen didn't even get a chance to make a tag. Big win there for Bullet Club tonight. And Redbeard's starting to leave, as is Shark Boy. That's the Sinister Minister. That's Father James Mitchell. Mitchell saying something to Redbeard. Redbeard! Choke slam Shark Boy into the steps. And James Mitchell leading Redbeard away. The Knockouts Tag Team titles are going to be on the line up next, folks. Here come the beautiful people. Beautiful people making their way to the ring, and you can see the championship now around the waist of Mandy Rose in the center there. Velvet Sky and Angelina Love look to bring in the Knockouts tag titles tonight. Look at that. Look at that Knockouts title around the waist of Mandy Rose. Feels weird seeing it around the waist of anyone not Jordynne Grace at this point. So the beautiful people making their way down to the ring. Big match about to go down here. So, beautiful people have made their way to the ring. Bring out the champs. Out first. Masha Slamovich. Masha Slamovich storming down to the ring. Masha is here. She's only lost 2 matches in her entirety of LS11 Universe. Once to Jordynne Grace for the Knockouts title, and once just 2 nights ago in the 6-1 tag team match. So, Masha Slamovich has made her way down to the ring. Now here comes Killer Kelly. Killer Kelly stalking her way down to the ring. The red light filling the arena. So Killer Kelly and Masha Slamovich ready to defend their titles here tonight. So, without any further ado, the Knockouts tag titles are going to be on the line. Masha Slamovich and Killer Kelly, the unlikely duo who have been champions for a few months now, putting those titles on the line right now. It's going to be Angelina Love and Masha Slamovich starting us out. Without any further ado, here we go. Slamovich grabs onto her now, taking her towards the ropes. Putting Angelina Love in the ropes. You can see Mandy Rose telling her not to let Masha get a head start. Oh, and Angelina Love ran in only to get knocked back. Masha turns her around. Massive clothesline taking her down. Angelina Love staggering back to her feet. Killer Kelly is tagged in. Wait for a forearm. Nobody home. There's a right hook connecting. And again, hip toss connects from Angelina Love. Love now kicking away at her, kicking her down here. Wait for another kick. And Killer Kelly sweeping the leg. Grabs onto her now, pulling her in. Lifts her up. Slides out of it now. Does Angelina Love. She grabs onto her, rolls her through. Cover for the titles, for the one. No. Killer Kelly able to kick out. For another back elbow strike. Killer Kelly out of the way. And Kelly, whoa, swings through the ropes. Went for a lariat of her own. Got caught with a kick. Angelina Love turns her over. Kicks her in the back. Getting her back up to her feet now. And Angelina Love grabs onto her. And throws her into the corner. Tag is made. Velvet Sky is in. Now Velvet Sky and Angelina Love double teaming here. Double back. Body drop. Connecting to Killer Kelly. As Velvet Sky with an elbow across the back, taking her down. Kicking away at the legs now is Velvet Sky. Trying to keep her down. Killer Kelly's back up. Neckbreaker. Connects. Tag is made. Masha Slamovich is in. Masha entering the mix now, and Masha grabs onto her. Has Velvet Sky off the ropes now. Hops over. Masha Slamovich. They collide. There's a roundhouse kick. Masha. Headlock takeover. Has her down here. Masha Slamovich now with a kick into the back. Grabs onto her now, getting her back up to her feet now. Slamovich grabs onto Velvet Sky, taking her towards the corner here. Masha, no. Countered by Sky. Velvet Sky staying in it. There's a punch to the face, and again, knocking her back into the ropes. Velvet Sky sends her off the ropes now and takes her down with a pop-up slam. Getting her back up to her feet again now. Kicks her in the ribs. Punches her in the back. Mandy Rose is loving it right now as Velvet Sky takes out the leg again. Grabs onto Masha Slamovich now, and Velvet Sky throws her back into the corner. Tag is made. Angelina Love is in. Angelina Love and Velvet Sky now, sending Masha off the ropes. Double back body drop. Connects again. Velvet Sky getting out of the ring now as Angelina Love getting her back to her feet. Slap to the face of Masha Slamovich. Kicks her in the face. Cover. One. Killer Kelly making the save. Velvet Sky now wiping Killer Kelly out. Angelina Love takes down Slamovich. Reverie was way out of the way there. One. No. Kick out from Masha. Runs in now. Masha Slamovich grabs onto her, and Slamovich super kick taking down Angelina Love. Pulls her in now, and Masha Slamovich punches her in the face. Angelina Love goes down, and Masha Slamovich now stomps her in the back. Angelina Love staggers out of the ring. Masha, oh, tries to dive. Nobody home. Tag is made. Killer Kelly on the outside now. Velvet Sky now Has Masha Slamovich. And, whoa, Angelina Love with a cheap shot to Killer Kelly. Power bombs are on the floor. Velvet Sky has got Masha Slamovich down. The thing with Slamovich and Kelly is they've only been teaming for a short while. Beautiful people have been together for decades now. Takes her down. Velvet Sky. 1, 2, no! Velvet Sky gonna try and end it now. Velvet Sky. Big kick to the head. The beauty shot from Velvet Sky. Cover. 1, no! Saved by Killer Kelly. Oh, a neck breaker from Angelina Love. And now the beautiful people getting up the champions here. Killer Kelly sent out of the ring. Masha Slamovich sent off the ropes. They collide. Here comes Masha, though. Knee into the face from Masha. Masha Slamovich now. She could do this single-handedly here. Going after her. Takes out the ribs. Down goes Velvet Sky, who rolls out into the bottom rope. Masha Slamovich dives into a crossbody. Taking her out. Masha getting her back up to her feet now. Masha Slamovich throwing her back into the ring. Velvet Sky staggering back to her feet. Masha Slamovich up on the apron. Getting back into the ring now. Whoa, Velvet Sky rolls her through. Cover for the 1, 2, 3. Masha Slamovich got caught off guard. And just like that, the beautiful people get the win. Masha Slamovich got a little too full of herself. And just like that, your winners and new Knockouts Tag Team Champions, Angelina Love and Velvet Sky, the beautiful people. A massive, massive win for these two tonight. They and Mandy Rose now hold all the gold in the Knockouts division. What a victory. Oh, hang on, man. What? What's this? Whoa! Hold on a minute. Trinity has arrived to Impact Wrestling. We've heard rumors that she was in the free agent market at this point. We'd heard rumors she was having some talks with Impact. Trinity has returned to LS11 Universe. And she has brought the glow to Impact. Trinity staring a hole through the Knockouts champ. Trinity has arrived to Impact Wrestling as Mandy Rose taking a cheap shot at her now. But Trinity kicking out the legs. And Trinity with a kick. Trinity dropping Mandy Rose. Trinity arriving to Impact and immediately making a statement. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, the X Division Championship is on the line. As here comes Frankie Kazarian to the ring. Frankie Kazarian making his way down to the ring. Kazarian, a TNA original in his own right. He was called a poison just 48 hours ago by Steve Maclin. Steve Maclin saying Frankie Kazarian and the Impact originals around here are poisonous, and that we would all find out just how right he is before too long. So Frankie Kazarian making his way down to the ring. He's looking to prove he's still got what it takes to be a champion in Impact Wrestling. He's had the X Division title many times in his historic career here in Impact. He makes his way down to the ring.
Frankie Kazarian has made his way down to the ring. Here comes the X Division champ. Here comes Steve Maclin. Steve Maclin is here. X Division title in hand. Maclin has been on the run of a lifetime since winning that gold back at Bound for Glory. No one's been able to slow him down. I think if Steve Maclin were to consider going for option C with that title, I think he'd stand a pretty good chance, all things considered. Steve Maclin making his way down to the ring tonight, though. A big matchup on his hands tonight. So Maclin front towards the enemy. Steve Maclin is ready for action. We're going to soldier on tonight as Maclin looking to tag him and bag him. Put down Maclin tonight, or put down Kazarian tonight, just like he did a few months ago when they had their first matchup. I believe that was, I do believe that was back at No Surrender. So Maclin and Kazarian about to go one-on-one. Let's do this. The X Division gold is on the line. It's Maclin versus Kaz. Here we go. Frankie Kazarian. Steve Maclin's going up top. Frankie Kazarian went for him. Maclin lured him in as Maclin got him with a shoulder block. Kicks him in the ribs now. Steve Maclin with a right hook and a knee into the back of Frankie Kazarian. Steve Maclin now getting him back up to his feet. Goes for a kick. Countered by Kaz. Kazarian now countered by Maclin. Maclin kicks him in the ribs again, taking him down. Frankie Kazarian goes down now. Steve Maclin has got him back up with a jab. There's a chop. Steve Maclin forearm strike. Goes for a kick. There's an elbow into the knee from Frankie Kazarian. Knee into the face of Steve Maclin. Maclin getting picked back up to his feet now. Steve Maclin gets caught with a forearm strike now. Kaz with a chop. There's a spinning wheel kick and went for another kick. Maclin got out of the way, and Maclin, went for a knee strike. Kaz floats over, and Frankie Kazarian neckbreaker to Steve Maclin. There's a kick. No, Frankie Kazarian couldn't get him there. Steve Maclin finds the counter. Maclin hooks the arms. Steve Maclin, Frankie Kazarian finds the counter. Clothesline. And there's a knee into the face. Frankie Kazarian's got him down now, and Kazarian getting Maclin back up to his feet. Steve Maclin caught with a chop. And another. Frankie Kazarian. Nobody home. Steve Maclin for the elbow. Nobody home. For him. Countered. Counter for counter here is now Frankie Kazarian floating over. Neckbreaker to Steve Maclin. Taking him down again. No. Countered by Maclin there. And now Maclin. Knee strike from Kazarian. Kaz floating back over. Neckbreaker connects. Grabs onto him now. Does Frankie Kazarian. Getting Steve Maclin up to his feet now, and Steve Maclin dropped by Kazarian into a cover now. Kazarian for the 1, for the 2. Kick out from Steve Maclin. Maclin falls out of the ring. Steve Maclin's down. Frankie Kazarian. Kazarian's got him. Kazarian has got him where he wants him. Kaz tried to fly. Instead, he crashes and burns. And now Maclin choking him out on the floor. Getting him back up to his feet now. Steve Maclin went for a kick. Frankie Kazarian found the counter. Went for a kick of his own. Steve Maclin. Oh no. Drops him into a gut buster. Referee at the count of 3 here. Steve Maclin now grabs onto him and throws Kazarian into the steps. And now kicking him in the ribs repeatedly. And punches him in the side of the head. Referee at the count of 5. Steve Maclin can retain off of a countout, but he's not going to because Frankie Kazarian's back into the ring. And Kazarian, ducks Maclin. Frankie Kazarian for a clothesline. It's counter for counter right now between these two. Kazarian's down and Maclin Pulls him in. Steve Maclin. Oh, a big backbreaker. And another. And one more for good measure. Steve Maclin now into a cover. Maclin for the 1, 2, no! A kick out from Frankie Kazarian. Steve Maclin has got him down. Maclin grabs onto Kazarian, and Steve Maclin hooks the arm, gets him up, suplex, takes him down. Steve Maclin now hits the ropes, and for an elbow, nobody home. Frankie Kazarian floats through into another neck breaker from Kaz. Kazarian now with a chop to Maclin. Steve Maclin getting knocked back by Frankie Kazarian. And now Frankie Kazarian. Oh, punched in the face by Steve Maclin. And Maclin taking him down. Whoa, cover. Kazarian's got him down. Kaz for the 1, no. Maclin nearly got him there. Maclin countered. Frankie Kazarian turns him around. Kazarian. Crossface chicken wing is in. Frankie Kazarian. He could have Maclin down. Frankie Kazarian to become the new X Division champ. It could be all she wrote here for Steve Maclin. Frankie Kazarian's got it in. Maclin's flailing. Steve Maclin elbow strikes his way out of it. Oh, what a knee strike from Kaz. He's got Maclin up again. And he drops him again. Cover. 1, 2, no! Another kick out by Steve Maclin. And now Frankie Kazarian's gonna look to fly. Kaz perched up high. Frankie Kazarian. Oh, and for the leg drop. Steve Maclin out of the way. Maclin's got a hold of him now, and Maclin. Facebuster to Frankie Kazarian. Cover, but a rope break. And Maclin hears the rope break calling, so he grabs Kaz by the head and lifts him back up as now Maclin getting a hold of Frankie Kazarian. Steve Maclin kicks him in the ribs, and Maclin tag him and bag him. Cover for the 1, 2, no! He's got him down though. Steve Maclin. Oh, countered by Kazarian. Frankie Kazarian, spinning wheel kick. Knocks him into the ropes. Here we go. Kaz. No! Countered by Maclin. Taking him down. As now Steve Maclin stomps the head of Frankie Kazarian. Steve Maclin now getting him back up to his feet. Firing away on Kazarian. Here is Maclin. Steve Maclin grabs onto him, throwing him across the ring. Steve has got him in the corner. Maclin getting him on the top rope. Steve Maclin going up high. Maclin off the top rope with a rope hung DDT. And now punching the face of the TNA original. Steve Maclin's got Frankie Kazarian down. Maclin has got Kazarian down. Frankie Kazarian having his face punched in now by Maclin. Steve Maclin now getting Kazarian back up to his feet. Kicks him in the ribs. Tag him and bag him again. Maclin has got Kazarian down. 1, 2, no! What is Frankie Kazarian made of? Maclin. Oh, come on. Beat her on the ropes, ref. Look. 2, no. And so Maclin, whoa, went for a clothesline. Kazarian caught him. Frankie Kazarian drops him. Cover on Maclin. 1, 2, no. Maclin is going to soldier on. And now Frankie Kazarian going up to the top rope. Kaz is going to look to fly. Frankie Kazarian went for the leg drop again. Steve Maclin out of the way. Maclin dropping him again. Steve Maclin now getting Frankie Kazarian back to his feet. Steve Maclin, massive chop. He gets Kazarian up again. And another. Steve Maclin looking to finish the job here. Kazarian countered. Kaz turns him around. Drops him with the Scorpion Death Drop. Shades of the Icon Sting. Frankie Kazarian
Gonna lock in the crossface chicken wing again. It's over. Kazarian with a shout out to Sting, a TNA Hall of Famer. Just like that. Frankie Kazarian has become the X Division champion. He's proved that he's still got it. A huge, huge victory there for Frankie Kazarian, your winner and the new X Division champ. What a victory for Frankie Kazarian. Main event up next. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event. This matchup is for the Impact World Championship, and if Kurt Angle loses, he will be banished from Impact Wrestling forever. Here comes the man who currently is the general manager, but if he loses tonight, he will never be seen in Impact Wrestling again. Kurt Angle making his way to the ring. Kurt Angle is here, the Olympic gold medalist. So Kurt Angle has made his way down to the ring. This time last year, Slammiversary Season 3, Angle made his LS11 debut. Had his first singles match outside of his appearance in the Season 2 Royal Rumble, where he defeated Aaron Stevens to officially become Impact General Manager. Now tonight, he's got to take down the unbeatable champ. Task I don't know if anyone can do at this point. Samoa Joe has quickly entered a very, very small group of individuals. Samoa Joe right now is one of few people to hold a championship for over 300 consecutive days in the LS11 universe. Joe is fast approaching being the longest reigning men's champion of all time in LS11 universe. So Samoa Joe, the Impact World Champion, has made his way to the ring. Joe won his first ever Impact World title from beating Kurt Angle years and years ago. His world title reign began with the Impact World title. This time last year, Slammiversary Season 3, he beat Swerve Strickland in the main event. So Kurt Angle is the challenger. Samoa Joe is the champion. Title in hand, Angle and Joe. The first match these two are ever going to have against one another in the LS11 universe. Could Kurt Angle become Impact World Champion for the first time since 2016? Here we go. They lock up. Joe with a kick to the ribs. Samoa Joe goes for the legs. Kurt Angle caught him. Angle. Uppercut to the back of Samoa Joe. Kurt Angle now getting him back up to his feet. Angle throwing Joe off the ropes.
Belly to belly from Kurt. He's got Samoa Joe down. Kurt Angle. Right hook to the face. And again, Kurt Angle. No. Hip toss from Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, elbow in the ribs. Taking down Kurt Angle. Samoa Joe now getting him back up to his feet. Joe with Angle into the corner. Samoa Joe. Elbow strike. Enziguri taking down Kurt. Samoa Joe now coming off the rope. Samoa Joe. No! Kurt Angle coming off the... Catches him. Angle now. German suplex to Samoa Joe. Kurt Angle's got him down. He's telling Joe, bring it. And Angle caught Joe again. Angle with another suplex. A belly to belly. Samoa Joe back to his feet now. And Angle kicked in the ribs. Joe, big rocket kick to Kurt Angle. And now coming off the ropes again. Looking for a drop kick counter. Angle, monkey flip to Samoa Joe. Kurt Angle grabs onto him, turns Joe over, kicks him in the back. Kurt Angle mounting Joe, punching him in the face here. Samoa Joe is down. Kurt Angle kicks him in the ribs now. Kurt Angle now into ground and pound. Samoa Joe turning it around. Joe has got Angle down, and now Samoa Joe getting Kurt Angle back up to his feet. Joe kicks him in the ribs. Another kick to the face, taking him down. Joe, double axe handle. Went for a senton. Kurt Angle out of the way. Kurt Angle punching Samoa Joe in the back. Went for a double axe handle. Counter. Joe. Super kick. Went for the senton. Kurt Angle has got Samoa Joe. No. Back body drop. Joe with a knee into the head of Angle. Oh, and went for the senton. Angle pulling himself up in the ropes. Samoa Joe has Kurt Angle. Ducks him, and Joe hits the ropes, and pow! Turns him inside out into a senton as well. Samoa Joe's got Kurt Angle down. Joe getting Angle back up to his feet now. Samoa Joe throwing Kurt Angle off the ropes. Pumps him up, and belly to belly, taking him down. Joe now getting Angle back up to his feet. Samoa Joe, whoa, went for a super kick. That's not a good position to get yourself in against Kurt Angle. Massive German from Angle connects. And now Samoa Joe's the one pulling himself up in the ropes, and Kurt Angle. Kurt, what are you doing? Kurt Angle. Oh my God. Angle flies. Air Angle. Nobody home there for that clothesline. Joe with a drop kick into the head. Referee at the count of 2 here. Kurt Angle getting chopped repeatedly by Samoa Joe. And now Joe kicks out the legs of Kurt Angle. Samoa Joe now getting Kurt Angle back to his feet. Joe throwing Angle back into the ring. Samoa Joe following after him now. And Joe turns Angle over. Samoa Joe kicks him in the ribs, turns him over, grabs Angle. Kurt Angle with a counter. Kurt Angle now with a clothesline, taking him down. Angle has Samoa Joe down, kicks him in the face. Kurt Angle staying on top right now. Kurt Angle has got him down, punching him repeatedly here. Kurt Angle kicks him in the ribs now. He grabs onto Samoa Joe, and Kurt Angle keeping the punches rolling in on Joe for an uppercut. Samoa Joe kicks out the legs. Samoa Joe has got Kurt Angle down. He turns him over. This is a move Angle knows all too well. STF. STF in from Joe on Kurt Angle. Is Samoa Joe going to force a submission here on Kurt Angle? Kurt Angle. Elbow into the face. Taking down Samoa Joe. Kurt Angle now getting back up to his feet. Leaping clothesline. Taking him down. Angle. Kicking Joe in the face now. Kurt Angle kicks him again. Now Angle's got Joe down, punching him again. Kurt Angle punches Samoa Joe in the face, kicks him in the ribs. Angle getting him back up to his feet here. Kurt Angle went for a drop kick. Samoa Joe grabs onto him. Joe has Angle, perches him up. Power bomb from Samoa Joe. And now Samoa Joe goes for a kick. Kurt Angle found the counter. Kurt Angle with a drop kick to the Impact Champ. He's got Samoa Joe down. Kurt Angle kicks him in the back of the leg. Kurt Angle has got Samoa Joe down. Kurt Angle grabs onto Joe. Joe pushes him away. Samoa Joe went for a clothesline. Angle ducked him. Angle. Kurt Angle
Angle slam. Cover on Samoa Joe, but a rope break. The rope break. The damn rope break saves Samoa Joe. Kurt Angle pulling him into the corner. Kurt Angle's gonna fly. Kurt Angle's gonna do it. Angle went for the moonsault. Nobody home. Joe with a kick to the knee, kick in the ribs, and kick in the face has got him down. Kurt Angle has Samoa Joe down, or Samoa Joe's got Kurt Angle down, excuse me. Angle trying to pull himself up. Samoa Joe. Back suplex. Taking him down. Went for a senton. Nobody home. Kurt Angle. Exploder suplex. Samoa Joe falls out of the ring and Kurt Angle. Kurt, what are you doing? Kurt, what are you doing? Samoa Joe's getting up. Kurt Angle flies. Joe out of the way. Joe chop blocks him. Kicks him in the ribs. Samoa Joe now getting Kurt Angle back up to his feet, and Samoa Joe throws him into the ring post. Throws him across ringside. And hits him with a senton. Went for another one, nobody home. Kurt Angle. Uppercut. Knocking him down. Angle. Grabs onto Samoa Joe. Throws him back into the ring. Kurt Angle's got him down now. An Angle. Oh, look at this. Angle. Figure 4. Figure 4 in by Kurt. Could this be how Angle becomes the Impact World Champ? Angle's got it in, but Joe punches him in the face. And Samoa Joe with a clothesline. Samoa Joe gonna look to finish the job now. Joe has Angle. Samoa Joe tries to grab him. Kurt Angle knocks him back. Angle. Oh, Kurt has the leg. Ankle lock was in, but Samoa Joe was right by the ropes. Kurt Angle's got him down. Kurt Angle now getting Samoa Joe back to his feet. Joe with a counter. And now Samoa Joe. Boom! Off the skull. Takes down Angle. Went for a senton. Nobody home. Kurt Angle. Neck breaker to Samoa Joe. And now Kurt Angle has Samoa Joe down, punching him in the face repeatedly. Joe is down. Kurt Angle. No, Samoa Joe turns it around now, and Joe hits the rope. Samoa Joe with a kick to Kurt Angle. Angle pushes him back. Angle has Joe down again. Kurt Angle telling Joe, bring it. Kurt Angle is standing tall. Angle letting Joe get back into the ring. Here comes Samoa Joe. Kurt Angle. Wait a minute. Angle. Cocaine clutch. Angle with the cocaine clutch on Samoa Joe. Is he going to put Joe to sleep with the rear naked choke? Samoa Joe might have to pass out to his own move. Samoa Joe elbows his way out of it, and again. Joe can't believe that just happened. Angle throwing him across the ring now into the corner. Joe countered it. Samoa Joe into a clothesline. And another. Samoa Joe grabs the leg, sweeping the leg of Kurt Angle. And now Samoa Joe up to the middle rope. Joe, knee into the face of Kurt Angle. Hits the ropes. Senton attempt, nobody home. And now Samoa Joe, no! Knees into the back from Kurt. Kurt Angle with another monkey flip taking down Samoa Joe. Kurt Angle, here we go. He could have him here. Angle turns Samoa Joe around. Angle, no! I think Angle was thinking German suplex. Samoa Joe finds the counter. Joe grabs the leg of Kurt Angle and slams it down. Joe getting Angle back up to his feet, and Samoa Joe, here we go, coming in hot. No!
Angle counters. Kurt Angle bounces him off the corner. And Kurt Angle, oh my God, this could be it. Angle, ankle lock. Ankle locks in. Kurt, grapevine. Ankle lock is in. It's grapevine. Joe's gonna tap. Samoa Joe's gonna have to tap. Kurt Angle's gonna do it. Kurt Angle's gonna become Impact World Champ. It's about to be all over. Angle wrenching it in with all of his might. But Samoa Joe turns it over and fights out. And Joe is hobbling. Samoa Joe is hobbling. Kurt Angle is on fire now. Kurt Angle has got him. Angle has got Joe reeling. Kurt Angle now with Samoa Joe off the ropes. Power slam. Kurt Angle, he's feeling it. Kurt Angle is going up. Angle, he's gonna fly. Kurt Angle, frog splash. But everyone's saying, go again, Kurt. You know what you gotta do. Angle. Kurt Angle, he's feeling the electricity. He's feeling the energy. He's going for moonsault. Samoa Joe falls out of the ring, so Angle, he's gonna do it again. Angle with one to the outside. This crowd is all on Team Angle right now. Joe is thrown back into the ring. Kurt Angle, he's flying around like he would do in the early 2000s. This is Kurt Angle right here, folks. Angle with a kick into the back. Kurt Angle hitting the ropes. Now punching Samoa Joe in the head. Taking him down now. Kurt Angle has Samoa Joe. Kurt Angle throws Samoa Joe into the corner and Angle. He puts Joe on the top rope. Kurt Angle. Right hook connects. He's going to do this. Angle off the top. Angle slam. And Kurt going to look to finish the job with one final moonsault. No! Samoa Joe drops him. Joe dropping Angle. Rear naked choke is in. Angle's down. Samoa Joe. No! Angle! The Olympic hero's not giving up. Kurt Angle dropping Samoa Joe again. Kurt Angle, he wants to finish the job. Angle knocked back by Joe, clothesline. Senton misses him though. Angle pulling himself under the bottom rope. Samoa Joe grabs him though. Drops him back into the ring. Hits a senton. Samoa Joe is down. Or he's got Kurt Angle down. Kurt Angle kicked in the ribs. Kicked in the face. Samoa Joe's got him down. He's getting Kurt Angle back to his feet though. Super kick. Senton. Kicks him in the ribs again. Another kick in the face. Kurt Angle getting picked back up now. Samoa Joe. Whoa. Went for the super kick. Kurt Angle still got fight though. Angle, he might have missed the moonsault, but he's still got fire. Angle still got that fire. That Olympic spirit. The Olympic hero now. Getting the Destroyer back to his feet. Angle with Joe. Into the corner. Spears him in the corner. Angle. Belly to belly. Taking him down. Hits him in the back of the head. Kurt Angle now getting Samoa Joe back to his feet. Kurt Angle went for a drop kick. Nobody home. Samoa Joe. Power bomb. Getting him back to his feet again. Kurt Angle kicked in the ribs. Joe kicks him in the face. Samoa Joe now getting Kurt Angle back up again. Joe, super kick. Elbow drop. He's got Angle back to his feet again now. Samoa Joe throws him off the ropes. Overhead. Belly to belly again. Angle's down. Samoa Joe. I think the realization's setting in on this crowd. He's got Angle by the neck. Slams him head first into the corner. Samoa Joe with Angle on the top rope. Joe. Muscle buster. Cover to Kurt Angle. 1, 2, 3. Kurt Angle tried as he might. Couldn't beat Samoa Joe. The reign continues. Another name falls at the hands of Samoa Joe. He's the destroyer for a reason. And now, Kurt Angle can never return to Impact Wrestling. Samoa Joe is still world champ. Well, hang on a minute. Well, we were about to sign out, but there's Beer Money Inc. and Frankie Kazarian, the X Division champ and the tag champs. Oh, looking at Samoa Joe. Gentlemen, don't you just love when a plan comes together? For those that haven't pieced it together, Impact World Champion, Samoa Joe. X Division Champion, Frankie Kazarian. Tag Team Champions, Beer Money Inc. It's been a long time since these words have been uttered in Impact Wrestling. This is the main event Mafia. We run this show now. Good luck stopping us.